In June 2022, Cedar Fair announced the sale of land occupied by California's Great America for $310 million to Prologis, a Bay Area logistics real estate company. Cedar Fair stated that the sale will help them lower the company's corporate debt to $2 billion, adding that they intended to close the park by 2033. The terms of the agreement involve Prologis leasing the land for an initial period of 6 years through June 30th, 2028, with the option to renew the lease for an additional 5 years. Although Prologis could terminate Cedar Fair's lease with as little as 2 years' notice. The mayor of Santa Clara, Lisa M. Gilmore, released a statement saying that the city only found out about the sale when the public did, that the officials plan to speak with Prologis to learn more details, and that the land is zoned for theme park use only. This is Where Will the Rides of California's Great America Go, and what chance they have of going there. So California's Great America has 9 roller coasters, and we will focus on the first one in the front of the park, Gold Striker. Now this is a GCI Woody / Twister layout, and what do you think about where it could go? Well, first of all, let me point out that they do not relocate Woodies anymore. So that is a huge thing about it, and therefore it will be fantasy. But if for some reason they ever would, I think they would give it probably to Six Flags Fiesta Texas in the plot of land that I'm showing you right now, because first of all, they actually do not have a wooden coaster as far as I'm aware, and it would fit in that plot of the land, and it is only half the US away. Well, that's more of where it would fit the best. And they also need a good standout attraction. The next roller coaster on this list is Patriot. Now, I'll give this a maybe, because this is a portable B&M. We've seen stuff like Firebird at Six Flags America get relocated before with old B&Ms such as Patriot. Now, I'm giving this a maybe. It's pretty old. And if they would ship it to anywhere, it would be Darien Lake, I'd say. So now, but I actually, in the plot of land that I'm showing you right now. But I think that it should go to the Ronde. It would fit best there if they need another supporting coaster. And that would fit great there along the water, although it would be very expensive to put in. So next up, when you go to Flight Deck. Now this is a B&M invert. Now, I'd give this a maybe also, because you could give it to anyone. Yeah. No, I'll give this a fantasy actually. So, but if you would go anywhere, it would go to Darien Lake, because they have so much space. They could easily just buy some more and plop it there. So yeah, you could give it to Darien Lake. Next, you go to Railblazer. Now this is a RMC Raptor prototype model. Now it probably will get relocated. It is new, and other parks are looking for a new coaster. So, you know that Anaconda got removed this year, and therefore they have an empty spot of land. Now remember, this is probably being closed in 2027, so it could be a new for 2028 or 2029. So for a 3-year gap between it's so hard to remember what the name of that wing coaster is. And this new one, maybe they could still call it Railblazer. Well, no, they have to fit with the Jungle Expedition theme. So yeah, a 3-year span in between Raptera and Railblazer. So next up, you run into Demon. This is an Arrow looping coaster. So basically, this is already having problems. Coaster enthusiasts, before the closure was announced, were already speculating whether or not they would remove it or not. So, yeah. Therefore, it's not getting relocated, probably. Well, yeah, it will not get relocated. And if this would go anywhere, I would say Worlds of Fun in this plot of land that I'm showing you on screen right now. And, yeah. So after you get off Demon, you're going to go to Grizzly. Now this is a wooden coaster with a cyclone layout. Really boring, I heard. And, yeah, its cyclone layout can fit anywhere. Yeah. But if I had to give it anywhere, again, Darien Lake, they can fit a bunch of stuff, and it would fit really good in their line. They still don't have a wooden coaster there. Yeah, so basically, if California's Great America closed, it would make Darien Lake a pretty solid park, yeah. And after you get off Grizzly, you're going to go to Psycho Mouse, the aerodynamics Wild Mouse. So this will probably be relocated, small footprint, and you can give it to a park that barely has one spot of land that can be occupied by a new coaster. And that park is Valley Fair, in this plot of land that I'm showing you on screen right now. So Valley Fair could definitely use a new coaster. A Wild Mouse would do them fine, and it would actually fit really well there because they need another steel coaster, I'd say, because they already have 2 Woodies and they have 5 coasters, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, and this will probably get relocated to Valley Fair. It would also fit best at Valley Fair, and it would fit in the plot of land that I'm showing you right now. So next up is Woodstock Express, a Intamin kiddie coaster, like, for example, Wilderness Run at Cedar Point. So this is very portable. It will probably get relocated to a park that has no kiddie coaster, which is Over Georgia and Fiesta, Texas. So I'm going to give this one to Over Georgia, and it would fit there. And then, yeah, it should also fit best at Over Georgia. And then for Lucy's Krabby Patties, their other kiddie coaster, E&F Miler, it probably will get relocated also to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Again, I agree with that. So those are the 9 coasters and where they would be. And now I will give you a list of where they all are. Okay, so now that you looked at the list, I will say goodbye to you, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you made it this far, you definitely like my content, which means you should like and subscribe. So bye, and see you in the next video. Oh yeah, also, I wanted to tell you one thing. Thank you so much for 50 subscribers. We beat our goal. Let's go, everyone. So I'm not entirely sure that I can do what I promised. Sorry about that. But if I can, I will do a live stream on the 16th of July at Knott's Berry Farm with my dad and brother. So, yeah, stay tuned for then.